Orchard Park, New York. It's week 2 of the NFL. The Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. Our kickoff is next from Western New York.
14 quarterbacks had 300 yards passing or more. Cam Newton, 422 passing yards in his NFL debut. And then Tom Brady comes back and tops that in the Monday night game, 517 yards against Miami. These are two former AFL teams, and I think teams have been throwing the ball even more since the 1970 merger.
First down and 10. And Darren McFadden. Kelvin couldn't get him. Florence is there to knock him out of bounds. Good looking run to the 42-yard line. Pick up a 14 for McFadden. First down. It is third down and 3. Campbell for more. Battles McKelvin. What a catch by the rookie at the 16-yard line. A catch of 20 yards. Denarius. It's third down and 3. It's caught. Schillings leaning to the 1. Hit by Florence. Tackled by Bird. Gain of 9. First and goal. Oakland Raiders. Third and goal at the 1. The tight end Gordon will escort Bush into the end zone. Raider touchdown. Long drive by Oakland. 1-yard touchdown run. Now 5 in the secondary for the Raiders. They played the entire game with 5 or 6 defensive backs. Third down and 10. Fitzpatrick deep and picked off. Intercepted by Stanford Rout. The game's first turnover to the 35 of the Buffalo Bills. From the Buffalo 34, first and 10. Campbell on the screws to the 18-yard line. Grabbed by Hagan. 16-yard pickup. That is a first down for the Oakland. Second down and goal just inside the 5. This is McFadden. Nice block by Wisniewski. Touchdown. Wisniewski steering his player in. McFadden went out. In from 5. 13-0 Raiders.
We're watching it.
Raiders cash in. Timeout. Season a year ago, and he was healthy from start to finish for the most part.
Absolutely.
Here in the second quarter. Fitzpatrick threw an interception the last time. Here with the touchback on the Janikowski kickoff. First down and 10. Screen, Parrish. Nice blocking ahead. Brought down by Giordano on catch and run to the 36, 16-yard pickup and some breathing space for the Bills.
Yeah, just for the Bills.
Into the nickel, first and 10. Stevie Johnson. Giordano and Chris Johnson catch up with him to the 45, 19-yard pickup. Good catch by Johnson, an emerging player on this team.
A lot of those non-contact injuries.
Smith in the slot atop your screen. Second down, long 5. Out here to Stevie Johnson. Hit by Chris Johnson and Shaughnessy. Picks up 8. And the Bills are on the board. So the fans wanted them to go for it on 4th and short. Changeli elects for 3. 2:22 to play in the first half. Al Davis is not here as well. Ralph Wilson broke his hip, and so he's recuperating back at his home in Michigan. And Mr. Davis is watching out in Northern California. Wish them 5 defensive backs, second down and 9. Screen to McFadden. Blockers ahead. Weaving his way for a first down. Brought down on the play by Bird. 16-yard catch and run. Minute warning. First and 10 from their own 35. Bush was in the backfield, going deep for more. What a catch! He beats Leotis McKelvin, flying down the sideline. Mark him at the 23. hauls it in on a 42-yard throw from Campbell.
You go deep, young man.
He does. Good throw by Campbell, too, from the 23 of the Bills. 1st and 10, Michael Bush. Out of Louisville. Big hole for Bush. Rumbling down to the 1. Almost got in. 22-yard burst. 1st and goal, Raiders.
Excellent.
1st and goal. Quarterback sneaking that as a touchdown. Campbell's 2nd of the season. Same quarterback sneak he did in Denver on Monday, squeezing in 20-3 the Raiders.
Okay, Hugh Jackson is...
First of all, they get more for 42. Bush up the middle for 22. Then the quarterback with the keeper. This will be a 39-yard try. And nope. The defense holds. Ryan Lindell, who missed almost a quarter of his field goal attempts a season ago, misses there. And some boos cascading down onto these Bills who looked so good last week. But this week, it's the Raiders.
As you take a look at the stats, how about the Oakland Raiders? This offense, over 200 yards total offense for the Raiders. They have not allowed a sack, 0 turnovers, and more important,
Oakland to come out here to the Spiller in the backfield. Nice fake by Fitzpatrick on the move. Tripped up from behind by Cam Wembley. Races out to the 50, picks up 13, gets another 1st down for the Buffalo Bills.
this is
now 2nd down and 3 for Fitzpatrick. Nice hole. Good block by Scott Chandler, and Jackson is off to the races. Touchdown! The Buffalo Bills are back in business.
whenever you need a play, count on Fred Jackson. And he has the speed to get into the end zone. We said that at the top of the game. But Matt Giordano, you're not going to get Fred Jackson on the ground with an arm tackle. A nifty cutback. And we said earlier, he understands angles, running lanes, cutback angles where guys...
Gilchrist for number 7 all-time rushing for the Bills. Bursting up the middle. Closing the gap on the Raiders.
Route runner for the Packers.
How about that Super Bowl MVP Rodgers, too? What an arm. 2nd down and 7. McFadden. Fumble. The Bills have got the ball at the 43. Jumping on it with the first turnover by the Raiders was Danny Batten. First-year player out of South Dakota State.
And what do we say, Kevin? Every week, turnovers are the great equalizer. You want to allow the Buffalo Bills to get back in the game. Put it on the ground and allow them to complete the turnover.
At their own 43. Spiller in the backfield. With Jackson leading the way. And offering a nice block. Knocked out of bounds by Tyvon Branch. Spot him at the 46 of Oakland. Here's Smith. McIntyre will lead. A block on Giordano. Another first down run. Smith has had a bunch of those this season. In fact, every time he's had it on 2nd and short or 3rd and short, he gets a first down. Picks up Spiller and Jackson in the backfield. 1st and 10. Spiller. With blocking. Levitri throwing a block. Down to the 7th. Tackled on the play by Richard Seymour. 18-yard catch and run. It's 1st and goal Buffalo.
And now we're seeing...
Caught for a touchdown, Stevie Johnson. He beats Tyvon Branch.
Going to go outside, then look, slamming right on underneath. He was able to beat Boyd in initial coverage, and then Tyvon Branch tried to come over and give some help.
18 unanswered points by the Buffalo Bills. Closer game in Orchard Park. They recover the fumble, and then the 7-yard strike to Johnson. 1. at 6 defensive backs. Stevie Johnson. And brought down by Groves. Chases him down to the 44. It's a catch and run of 13 yards. Second down and 10. That's caught. Stevie Johnson right in front of Rout at the 45-yard line of the Raiders. 11-yard pickup and another first down.
Second half.
First down and 10. This is Fred Jackson. Oh, another hole into the secondary. A block by Martin to the Raiders' 16-yard line. A burst of 29 yards. 116 on the day. First and 10 Bills.
Great.
Here we go, starting the fourth quarter. First and 10 at the 11. Spiller in the backfield. Fitzpatrick, Chandler, short, shy of the goal line. He helicopters inside the 1. Pickup of 10. There in the offset on first and goal. For Jackson. Touchdown. Are on top for the first time today. 20 unanswered points against the Oakland Raiders. Stevie Johnson catches of 13 and 11 yards. Fred Jackson with his second touchdown run today.
Have not appeared for the offense for the Raiders.
Campbell with the first and 20. Great throw caught by Hagan. Brought down on the play by Jairus Byrd to the 45 of the Raiders. 25-yard strike, first down Oakland.
In the second half to take the lead over the Oakland Raiders.
Raiders in their 2 second half. First down and 10. End around. Hagan gives off to Moore. The quarterback, number 8, will block, and there he goes. High school track champion from Texas works his way down on a good-looking play and run to the 19-yard line of the Bills, a 25-yard gain.
This is 14-0 lead, but the Buffalo Bills have scored 21 unanswered points here in the second half. Fred Jackson has fueled the comeback. We showed you the 43-yard run for a touchdown, but 12 carries and 117 yards rushing, and both touchdowns have come here in the second half of the ball game.
Third down and 4. Campbell, McFadden. That is a Oakland Raider touchdown. A 12-yard catch and run by Darren McFadden. He was working on McKelvin. And the Raiders are back on top. An 8-play, 80-yard drive early in the fourth in Buffalo.
Runners, McFadden and Jackson, 2 touchdowns on the day.
There is a new quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, Tyler Thigpen. It is Fitzpatrick who stays in the game. And they go outside, and it's caught by David Nelson. Thigpen was going out, ran back. Fitzpatrick jumped out there. There's a 15-yard completion. Nelson had the 4 catches last week against Kansas City. Spiller. Look at him, danced free in a foot race with Kraft. Terrific run, knocking him out of bounds into Oakland territory. A 26-yard run to the 39 of the Oakland Raiders.
And right now, having the size advantage, but the speed goes to the Bills.
Fitzpatrick on first down and 10. Stevie Johnson tackled by Rout. 12-yard pickup to the 27 of the Raiders.
It has been. He tweaked it. You could see why he would be limping after being tackled in that fashion.
Terrific day, though, for him, as you can see. Had 4 catches against Kansas City last week. Here's a second down and 8 from the 25. Fitzpatrick for Johnson. Knocked out of bounds by Giordano at the 8-yard line of the Raiders. 17-yard pickup. It's a first and goal for the Buffalo Bills.
When they go,
this is the 7th play of the drive. Second and goal from the 8. Incomplete. Looking for Joe. Fitzpatrick. Whistling over the head of Nelson. Branch.
Holding. Defense number 37. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
That's on first. Touchdown. Scott Chandler, 6-yard strike. And the Buffalo Bills are back on top.
And it's Tyvon Branch matched up against Chandler, and Branch should have intercepted the ball. Cuts underneath, has the ball right in his hands. Goes through his hands into the hands of Chandler for Buffalo Bills touchdown.
Chandler had 2 touchdown receptions last week in Kansas City. The extra point makes it a 3-point Buffalo lead. 4:48 to play. Back and forth we go. Fitzpatrick with his 2nd touchdown pass today. Chandler, the tight end. McFadden in the backfield. 1st down and 10. McFadden breaks a tackle of Williams. Darius knocks him out of bounds. McFadden has been terrific today with a touchdown run and a touchdown catch. 13-yard catch and run in to his 19 to 27. 1st and 10. Great looking catch. Marcel Reese, the fullback who can line up as a receiver. 12-yard pickup. 1st down. Field on 1st and 10. Held near the block at the left tackle. Going deep for more. Oh, what a catch! Touchdown Raiders!
Is all you can say to that. The rookie from Tennessee, Denarius Moore. Remember, Jacoby Ford out. Darius Hayward-Bay out. Lewis Murphy out. 3 top receivers for the Raiders out of this game due to injury, and he pulls off plays like this in the clutch for his quarterback, Jason Campbell. And Hugh Jackson.
31, the Raiders. Campbell going deep. Moore, the leap, and the 6. 21 unanswered points by Buffalo. Since then, we've gone back and forth. 3 fourth-quarter lead changes. It's 2nd down and 10. It's caught by Nelson. Grabbed by Huff. Close to a 1st down. Gain of 9. 6th play of the drive coming up, and you see the game-winning drives in the pocket for Ryan Fitzpatrick. From the Raider 42. 1st and 10. Screenplay, Jackson, back by Seymour. Chased by Lamar Houston. Run out of bounds. A catch and run to the 31. 11-yard pickup and a 1st down for the Buffalo. So they stretch him out. 4th and 3 will be coming up for the Buffalo Bills. They need the Oakland 21. Be great to be in that conversation between Gailey, the head coach of the Bills, and his quarterback, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Finding out what they've got up their sleeve on this 4th down play.
Well, he's already drawn up some very creative plays. Look at this. Almost 900 yards total offense combined.
It's 4th and 3 for the Buffalo Bill timeout. Donald Jones, 1st down to the 15-yard line. Pickup of 9. They're working on Chris Johnson.
The hero, if he holds on to this ball, it's intercepted by Johnson. Look at this. And look at Donald Jones swatting it out of his hands.
Playing
Pressure
defensive
on
back.
the quarterback forces the throw up high. But you're right. Donald Jones may have saved themselves an opportunity to still win this game.
We're on their own 20 with about 3:41 to play. 3rd down and 10 right now. Got by Shaughnessy, chased by Seymour. Caught the 7. Grabbed on the play by Nelson, who makes another catch on this drive. Picks up. Spiller is at the side of Fitzpatrick. For a touchdown! Nelson! Buffalo is back on top.
They cross up the coverage. If you're look at McClain and see he comes inside as McClain gives chase for his coverage. C.J. Spiller in the backfield, and so you get
Nelson with his 10th reception. Fitzpatrick with the touchdown pass, and on that drive, the Buffalo Bills converted 2 4th downs to keep it alive.
They're expecting man coverage. If you're the linebacker, this is your key, but then watch Nelson here, C.J. Spiller out there. And then see, they leave him wide open chasing their coverage, C.J. Spiller. And he's happy. C.J. Spiller knew he was the decoy, but they pull the middle linebacker out of the middle of the field because he's chasing C.J. Spiller. Nelson comes underneath wide open for an easy touchdown pass.
Buffalo has 6 defensive backs. It is 1st and 10 for Jason Campbell. Campbell, Moore, hit by McKelvin. It's a 24-yard gain. The Raiders to their 44. They'll take a timeout, but only 6 seconds remaining. The deepest Buffalo Bill defenders 25 yards off the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10. Great time. Out of bounds. Campbell to the end zone. And someone caught it, but who did? Intercepted by Buffalo. Grabbed on the play by Denoris Searcy, a rookie. And the Bills have won a beauty in Buffalo. Their home opener. In a roller coaster game, Buffalo winning by 3.
And Campbell had the arm. They tell you to bat it down, but this rookie, yes, he catches it. And you're right, it appeared as though it could have even been a tie between he and other offensive players. Several Raiders at the bottom of that pile. We know one thing, that ball wasn't on the ground. And you're right, Kevin. The rookie makes the catch for the interception.
We had 4 fourth-quarter lead changes. The Bills came back from 18 down at halftime to score 5 consecutive touchdowns.